Should be broadcasting.
Checking. What? We are live.
Oh dear.
Let's see if we can hear us. Proctor, you still have yourself selected.
Oh, sorry.
And we can hear us.
Excellent.
All right. So, welcome everyone to the Foolish Tech Show. We're here to answer any support questions, or if you have any thoughts on our products or anything, we're here to talk it out with you. And yeah, let me check the live show page and see, because Johnny left it in Pacific time zone, so it's thinking it's supposed to start 3 hours from now, but I think us starting it forces it to start.
Hey.
And guess what? It's Friday! Midweek Friday, but it's holiday Friday, so it's even better.
Happy fake Friday, for real Friday, midweek Friday.
Does that mean it's Christmas?
Yes.
It is Christmas! And Halloween and Thanksgiving, all right now.
Don't forget
And
4th of
Festus.
July.
And Festivus. And we are live on foolishtechshow.com, so if you're watching from YouTube or Google+, jump on over there and you can chat with us, jump in the IRC, which we had to reset up because someone didn't back up. But it should be working seamlessly to what everyone else had done, so y'all shouldn't see any changes. There's a lot of underlying changes, but it's working. So.
Backups were done. It just
What?
didn't exist anymore.
Oh, well, yeah. But no, it would have existed if you had backed up before you made changes. Because if you had made a backup and then tried to do what you were going to do, it would have been a backup there, what we had.
But there was I checked. There was a backup. What I failed to notice was that the backup had already been removed and a new one had not been created. The system was complicated because of moving them. It was complicated from the fact of moving from one Amazon account to the other Amazon account through the Bitnami service. So it wasn't a typical thing, but I intentionally deleted the server. I just thought there was a backup there, and then when I went to fetch that backup, it said in grayed out off to the side that it was removed already.
Yeah, because that backup was done when it was on the old Amazon account. And that's what I was saying, if you created a backup before you tried to do anything with any other backups.
I did have a backup before I tried to do anything. That backup was already there. I hadn't done anything since that backup. Nothing had been done since that backup.
So then maybe our backups don't even exist at all. Maybe we should get a second backup. That would probably be a good idea.
Well, at least I had the content of the server backed up elsewhere. There was a second backup. That's why it's back up.
Yeah. Well, no, a second backup that's going forward.
We've got the redundancy. It's just not all in the same place where it needs to be.
Yeah, and apparently in that time they changed IRCD hybrid to version 8 and then took out the hyper serve. So you'll notice we don't have uh, ident serve or chan serve or any of those. But I'll work on getting those back up and running at some point. Michael is going to be apparently chatting, so I'm going to mute that. Yep, so Michael's out taking care of some personal family things. I'm not going to get too into that.
Oh, there it is. Wow, that was slow in the balls. Join in the chat.
Yeah, I think that's part of it's checking for more things with the newer version. Or it may be because I tried to get a NUT set up and didn't get it finished. Because it was missing dependencies, which, yay for dependencies. Not at all.
I asked you what I need. I asked you what we needed for the. You were like PHP. I was like, okay.
No, that's all you needed. But all what I needed, apparently, I didn't even know I needed at this point. But there's.
Well, I mean, it's because there's a lot you can roll those servers out with, just already ready. So.
Yeah.
In fact, I looked for an IRC. In fact, I looked for an alternate IRC, but they didn't have one. There was.
Yeah,
I don't know where that was, but.
I don't know. That would be nice if they had one like that.
Yeah, they had a chat server, but it was not IRC.
If they didn't just completely remove HyperServe 2, which weird for some reason. I mean, who deletes a SourceForge project? It just didn't make sense to me. So I didn't even know I needed anything else, and apparently I have to relearn a whole bunch of stuff to get it back set up and running. So.
I sent him a text too to his cell phone. I don't know why he didn't reply to that.
It's Michael.
Because he seemed to be ignoring this chat, but now he's got stuff to say.
Yeah, while we're in the show, and he knows we're in the show after we posted the show link.
We gotta cut him some slack though. Michael's his dad's in the hospital right now. They're doing some procedure that's called surgery, but to find out what's actually wrong.
Hey, Zombie Worm. I don't know. No pie related news from me. We don't need to get all into his personal biz.
Oh no, not at all. I was I was just like trying to offer if he needed some help with a Christmas catering or something, which he mentioned. But he's going to try to cook, so I'm actually interested in hearing how that turns out. He's got a lot of people coming, I understand. So.
Yeah, pictures or it didn't happen.
Yep.
I don't know if I would eat Michael's cooking. What is he? We've heard him cook squash.
I've seen him
cooking anything else.
I've seen him make something with an egg involved for breakfast once.
Like last week, he was talking about how he goes and raids the gas station before they close so he can get really cheap crap food. And we made fun of him because he's stealing from homeless people.
He's got that. Oh my goodness, he's in that video with the little Dicky then, I guess.
Oh man, leftover gas station hot dogs for Christmas.
Oh gosh.
That's probably what he's doing. He's going to the gas station and stocking up. Over the next 3 days, there were no hot dogs at the gas station.
That's interesting, but
Wow, apparently I didn't know all of the stuff that went down on our the Saturday chat. Let's see if he wants to join us since he's being all talkative.
who? Michael? Other Michael?
Christopher.
Oh, him. I didn't see any chat. Oh, I paid attention to that chat.
No, he wasn't in that. He's talking to me directly.
Oh, okay, alright.
I just invited him in, see if he comes. He might not. It's like 8 a.m. Thursday morning in Australia. I guess maybe he has a day off. I don't know. I don't know how Australia handles Christmas. Glenn's not here to ask.
He apparently didn't. He apparently had a hard time remembering that we celebrated it. So if that tells you anything, I don't think he had a hard time, but I think he was like, "Oh yeah, that's right, you guys do that."
Well, like, I was thinking it would be really weird to have Christmas in the middle of summer, because it's summertime there.
I guess if that's what you're
Maybe
used to.
they think it's weird that we have it in the middle of winter.
Well, it's a winter solstice holiday.
In the northern hemisphere.
That's where it originated.
Well,
You don't ever see, like, pictures of Santa Claus on the beach with his dolphins.
that's because Santa don't want you to see those pictures.
Yeah, right. Santa and his dolphin-pulled raft. The palm trees with Santa. He's got to work today.
Damn.
He's got to work today, but he may join from work.
Zombie has some. Are zombies looking for any pie-related news, Brantley?
I know. I answered that in between John's privacy divulgence of Michael's situation.
I didn't tell him where I was going to get the catering in the city and state I was looking at.
You should tell him that advertisement, though. That was pretty funny.
The advertisement? What advertisement?
The catering one that you just saw that we were talking about.
Oh. I'll fill him in later. The catering thing says something about, it's like catering, it's like they're providing excellent catering and good Christian fellowship. And knowing Michael, that would be just funny to send to him. But his family might appreciate it. Be a good laugh on him.
That'd be so funny. Like, let's just go ahead and get it for him, not even tell him, and then these people just show up on Christmas lunch at his door with a whole bunch of food and Bibles in hand. Welcome pacifically to the show, Johnny. Because Johnny scheduled the show for Pacific time.
Sorry.
Although it is extremely strange that you schedule the show in Google Hangouts on air for Eastern time, and then YouTube's just like, nah, we're going to schedule it in Pacific time. And then if you change the time...
I'm sorry. Don't let me live it down.
Hold on. I was talking about YouTube being messed up for that.
Oh, I see.
It's like,
You're right that I have to change the time zone in both.
yeah, it's messed up that they do that. Like, I think it's kind of messed up. Silicon Valley makes everybody think of Pacific time.
Did John just win the lottery?
Redmond's doing that.
Yes, I did.
Yay!
Is Chick-Fil-A open today? Tomorrow?
Should be.
You think?
Today.
Chick-fil-A is open tomorrow? I know it will be today. I don't know about tomorrow.
Tomorrow they may be open until 4. That's what I've been seeing on fast food restaurants and other restaurant businesses.
Let's see.
Oh, you're going to do catering?
If you
Chicken
can get chicken minis, baby, I don't care if he's going to cook or not. I'm going to get some chicken minis, and he'll have to just go pick them up because they'll be sitting there.
That's a good call.
No, I have some chicken minis for breakfast. I can take them to the hospital.
Yeah, that's a good call. You should definitely do that.
Heck yeah.
I am. I'm gonna. What do you think? Like 5 or 6 trays, or
Whoa!
the 40?
Just
The 20
2
or 40?
trays of 40 would be the max that I would ever do.
Well, he's talking about a lot of family coming and stuff. And
That's enough. Like, 1 tray of 40 is enough for an entire office of people.
let's see, I'm gonna say. All right. Well, office of people. We'll call it an office of, I don't know. 1 tray of 40. Come on, 2 trays. All right, 3 trays.
I've never taken a 40 tray into work where I've had at least from anywhere from where we work.
3 trays. 3 trays. Because it can, they're going to be there more than one day, too. I guess I was just thinking of, hey, here's like a mess of shit. Put it in the fridge and heat as necessary. Or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe that's just dumb.
I still wouldn't recommend more than 2 trays.
Okay, well, I'll just, all right, well, let me ask, I'll ask him first, and then I'll do 3 trays.
All right. Yeah.
I'll tell him 2
2
and I'll do
trays.
3.
2 trays is still too many.
Not until they taste them minis.
Dude. That's
Those
like
are good.
yeast overload.
Are those little chicken biscuit things?
It's their awesome chicken nugget made of real chicken meat that hasn't been processed and is battered all excellently, but it is
peanut oil.
Yes, and it is placed on a yeast roll and slathered up and down with honey and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
it is delicious. It is probably the best thing Chick-Fil-A has ever created, and I'm surprised.
And they only sell them. They only sell them for breakfast in these tiny little like 3 or 4 packs or whatever. But you can get catering trays of them. You just have to they're not on the menu. You just got to ask.
Well, you can order them online. But if you order them online, if you order them online, they only let you pick them up at breakfast time. If you call them, they'll let you pick them up anytime.
Well, not necessarily. Not because I've called them after, and they were like, "You can only get these at breakfast." I did that once. This was after you moved away, and I was working at that same place with Michael. And I tried to do that, and they wouldn't do that for lunch. They were like, "No, you got to get here before 10 or something." What?
That's crazy. Every time I've called them recently and gotten them for after lunch.
Well, it might be nice people versus not nice people.
That's true.
I don't think it's policy that they do that, but I don't know.
Which one were you ordering from? The one on?
I don't know. Before you said that street down the road, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember. I guess it was the one in that mall where the Target was.
Yeah, that I wouldn't order it from that one. If you order it from the one that's in the actual mall, they would have done it for you.
Oh. Hmm.
That one's been there the longest.
Hi.
To do. Oh, Zombie Worm left. I'm sorry, Zombie Worm. We were boring you.
I've got some Christmas news that just came in, y'all.
Uh-oh, what?
Tell us.
Unlimited sale.
Nuh-uh.
Woohoo!
Uh-huh.
You lie.
I do not.
Yay! Oh, yeah, we can afford to pay checks on the 1st. Yes! What in the world?
Chicken minis for everybody.
Right.
I only need 1 tray, please. Do not get me 3.
All right.
Never get me 3.
University Commons. Which one's that? University Commons.
I know I'm late to the chicken minis conversation, but they are absolutely great.
I'm saying.
I like
Didn't
the
you
chicken, but I don't like the bread and the chicken together. It just doesn't have the flavor. Yeah.
The bread
What
is
is
my
wrong with
favorite.
you?
I'd probably like the bread
That's-
by itself, but the bread and the chicken together, I just can't do it.
That's where they put the crack.
That's where they
Yeah.
put the crack.
Yeah, the crack cocaine. That's where that is. Us experienced Chick-Fil-A eaters know that. Going back to the Eddie Izzard from yesterday.
That one was Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. My bad. I was watching Eddie Izzard last night. I forgot.
Oh.
I found a 2015, and I haven't looked up any of his stand-up in a while. I found one from 2015, and it was something in France, and I was like, whatever. So I have to pay a little attention to subtitles, but it was funny anyway. I was watching and laughing and stuff. It was still funny, but it was even funnier that I didn't really have to read the subtitles not because I took 3 years of French in school. Because I remember none of that, but it's because I saw the exact same stand-up 15 years ago when he did it the first time in English.
Ah, yeah.
Full Circle, and this one was
Oh, yeah.
called, or something, and this one was or Dressed to Kill.
Dressed to
I
Kill.
don't,
Well,
I
there
don't
was
know,
one
but
called Dressed
anyway,
to Kill.
whatever it was the same.
there was
it
one
was
called
the same
Circle.
one. Yeah, it was the same one, but it was en français, and so I even knew it was but it was, since it was done in 2015, it actually had some updated jokes, but it was and so a few things were different, so it was still worth it. I still had to pay attention a little bit, but it was kind of fun. It was kind of funny that just like a little bit of French knowledge and a little bit of knowledge of where. Of the words that just sound the same anyway, or the words that they don't really have a word for, so they say just with their accent, and then you usually get the joke, a lot of times without having to read too hard. So it's pretty like enough to actually make it humorous as opposed to.
Yeah.
Zombie Worm's making fun of you in the chat. He posted a link to the BBC News article that U.S. prisoners released early by a software bug. More than 200 U.S. prisoners have been released early because of a software glitch. I assume you read what he said, so I won't repeat it.
He said that it was. That's beat off. He said I coded that. Okay. The problem was allowed to continue for 13 years and is deeply disappointing to me. Wow! It miscalculated the sentence reductions in prisoners in Washington State received for good behavior. Introduced in 2002. Yes? Yes? Introduced in 2002 as part of an updated court ruling, blah, 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 who cares? 13-year-old... Aware of the problem in 2012, when the family of a victim found out the offender was out too early. Faulty software was not corrected until a new IT boss for the DOC was appointed, who realized how serious the problem had become. I imagine.
compounded over the years.
On average, prisoners whose sentences were wrongly calculated got out 49 days early. One prisoner had his sentence cut by 600 days.
Oh wow! If you buy a Chromecast right now from Google, they'll give you $20 on Google Play credit.
Nice.
That almost pays for the Chromecast itself.
What are they going to do about not supporting stuff on the Chromecast?
What do they not support on the Chromecast?
Do not buy a Chromecast.
Don't. Why?
I'm just telling you, Brantley, do not buy a Chromecast.
There's something I can't use mine for. Oh, I have the Nexus player, but it's same thing, right?
You can get a really nice. No, it's a little different. You can get a really nice controller for that Nexus player. We saw it in Walmart recently.
Oh, the Asus thing? The
Yeah, I think
like
so.
a Xbox looking. I have those.
Yeah.
I have those.
You can play games on it, Android games with the controller.
Yeah. Yeah, I have them. But and strangely enough, the one game that I got them for that Wyatt likes on it with some minions or something, and it doesn't work properly with the controller. Works fine with the little. That's all I got them for. I got two of them, and it's not two-player, and I didn't think to look because dumb.
Oh, let me see if I can find this actual article. But Google is actually testing out a new passwordless sign-in. Yeah. So basically, Google is taking a step out of the two-form factor authentication stuff, and basically just letting you, when you go to, you type in your username, and if your account is enabled with this, which apparently they have a very small, limited test base that they're using right now, you put your username in, you hit next, and the app on your phone pops up and says, hey, you're trying to sign in here. Do you want to allow it? You just say yes, and then it signs you in on that computer. Did I drop out?
I did mentally.
Oh, you dropped out. Okay. And Proctor left, and Johnny left, and Tank left.
Tank didn't leave.
Man.
Tank's still here.
Gosh, we just ran everybody off.
Can you not hear me?
I didn't leave.
I hear y'all now.
Oh.
Hmm.
I never left.
This is Christmas. So, I got.
Yeah, but I was actually pretty interested in that passwordless sign-in. That's pretty weird.
Interesting enough for me to not bother reading the article, but I was like.
But it's like, I don't understand how they think that's more secure, or that's.
Yeah, I'm seeing problems with this, but.
Like, I can steal someone's phone and then log into any computer I want with their account now.
Well, I know. Well, you've been able to do that on my Chromebook actually for a while. If my phone is near the Chromebook, you can just click the sign-in picture.
Yeah, but no, this is saying that if I stole your phone and took it back to my house, I just type in your username on a computer, hit next.
Oh.
It'll pop up on the phone. Say
Yeah, on any old. Yeah.
Like, yep.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, that's really no good.
And if I've done all that before you say deactivate my phone, turn off all the phone stuff, then I've got full access to your account.
So, I taught the boys how to play Jungle Speed.
Uh-oh.
And they're currently fighting over the totem.
Right on.
That's not how it works.
So,
You don't
which
fight
one?
over it.
But which one's the bottom? They both have 5 fingers on it.
The bottom one wins.
But which one's the bottom?
What?
Because they've
the one
twisted
that has
it.
The one that has his hand closest to the ground right now.
Aaron, you win.
She's just like, I'm done with it.
And the totem has a top and a bottom.
Forgo the eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah,
there's only a symbol on the top.
Right, but if you do it that way, what if you're in a rush and you put this way up?
You don't do that.
Okay, keep this side up. Okay, they're playing. I'm not playing. I'm just supervising.
Destroy it.
Nuh-uh.
Do you make them wash their hands and dry them before
I
they touch
did.
those cards?
I did.
And Aaron's not sticking his fingers in his mouth?
No. What did I tell you guys about these cards? What did I tell you about these cards? Did you hear them?
What?
Did you hear him?
That they're going to lose their fingers for every scratch?
Brantley said you guys are going to lose a finger for every scratch that are on these cards. Yeah, knuckle by knuckle. So because you have 3 knuckles on each finger, he's going to break them. Cut them off. No, a butcher knife. You'll see if you scratch a card.
No, I'm going to do it with a rusty spoon.
He said he's going to do it with a rusty spoon.
A butcher knife would be too
spoon
lame.
That's rusty. No, it's not sharp at all.
It's going to be incredibly painful.
He said it's going to be incredibly painful. So just don't ruin the cards. Yep.
That's how I learned growing up.
Look, that's how he learned. He has no fingers. They said he's a liar.
All right. Nothing else much interesting going on in the news.
I learned something today.
What'd you learn?
I learned that in our own forums, we've had a general chat section that, like all of the forums, and just for everyone that knows, and I just have to tell everyone here, anyone that watches that goes for support at support.foolishit.com, we have community forums at the top, and that's it's public as opposed to the private tickets that you can create if you just create a ticket. But in the public forum, if you post in a support forum, it creates a ticket for us as well, so we can get that. And we know that a post has been made in the public forum just the same as any other ticket you would create. And we can handle that and take care of it. Now, there is one forum that is not a support forum on the community forums tab, and that is the general chat forum. We didn't want to get tickets on people talking about the weather, but we also figured people like talking about the weather. I don't know, not specifically the weather, but people tend to like to banter about the odd off-topic thing with the same people they know they can access at the same place that they may have been talking to about something different. And that's why we created one forum that we didn't have to monitor for support. It's also the one forum where I've found 3 or 4 tickets that are 3 or 4 months old for people looking for support. And other people posting in there on these tickets. And so today I found them. You know why I found them? It's not because we monitor those forums at all. It's not because we don't want to. It's because we don't really have the time to. We're monitoring the other things. And so the plan is that's for really other people to banter, but we can go there too if we have some downtime. Well, being the holidays, I closed up development shop and went there expecting some downtime and general banter, and what I found was some support tickets, 3 or 4 months old, that I'm upset weren't taken care of, but I can't blame anyone for it because they weren't set up to create a ticket. And
yeah, we should blame them for it. That's general banter, not support tickets.
Well, I did. The first person I had through. I made it very clear how the forums worked, and I wasn't trying to be condescending, but there was actually, when I read over, there was well, I was trying not to be, even though I honestly kind of wanted to be, but I was trying not to be, and I just because. But I kept reading it over, going, okay, you just gotta fix that. It just sounds bad. And finally I posted it, and then I realized that I should just make an announcement. So I'm gonna go back and convert that into an announcement and take it out of that post. But
what were their support questions? Maybe it was interesting for the show.
DSS, JRT, broken automation. Apparently, the guy ended up getting some help from the JRT author on modifying our batch file on the Malwarebytes forums, and and another guy posted a solution back in here, but it didn't work for the original poster. But I also am not certain he implemented the solution properly. It also kind of makes me want to go back and look at the other apps that we have and make sure that's still working, on why no one said anything about this. I mean, that was like a month or so old or more. The last post on that.
Mm-hmm.
There was, there was like 3 or 4 more. None of them really ring out in my head. Just D72 doesn't start. I moved that to the appropriate forum. I replied to it and said, please start a new topic if you're still having this trouble, and I locked it. So I did that to a couple, but then a couple I converted to tickets. But when I converted them to tickets, it's like the post order is weird. So it may be worth finding it in the forum and then replying to it in the forum and not from the ticket queue. But I'm probably going to be having to take a look with those too. So that's something we'll deal with. And guys, I know they're a few months old, so you have to wait till after the holidays, I believe, because I've already spent.
Was there any general banter in there?
There were things that were not classifiable. There were things that were not classifiable that we don't want tickets for, but no one was discussing the weather.
I was gonna say,
I know. Well, in my post. Tickets. Yeah. Well, in my post, I mused at the need for the general forum. It's just that there is a default, and I don't know.
No, I was saying maybe we should just have it create tickets and then
have it create tickets. I was thinking of just removing it, but no talk for you.
How many people are using it?
We're business only here.
But I did go through and check all the downloads. That's what the latest update for custom maps was yesterday. So
hey, do you recommend
if they're working?
Oh, good. Hang on, I'm sorry. Do you recommend University Commons or Greenville Mall? Or what do you think about Winterville Parkway?
Greenville Mall is the one I would go for. Winterville Parkway might actually be closer to where Michael is. Haha, privacy balloon.
It's the name of a road that's not turning anything into anything. Let's see. I'm gonna look that up on the map. Oh shoot, yeah, man, that's right there on Fire Tower and Sam's Club. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's closer to him. You know, Michael doesn't like going places, especially sending Michael to the mall in Christmas time. The day before Christmas? No, terrible idea.
Good point.
Yeah. Not just for Michael, but for the other shoppers that may have to interact with him. They already got enough on their plate.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, it's so good that Michael doesn't go back and watch these.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Order food. Yes. Ooh, they deliver? Surely they don't. Oh no, you should pick it up anyway. No, we'll see if they deliver. Surely they won't deliver out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And on Christmas.
I would have thought delivery would. I would have thought delivery would have cost like a certain amount.
Oh. Probably does. But a certain amount for delivery for most places is like $5-10. You know, like Chinese places. I'm sure Chick-Fil-A catering delivery probably has $20 or $40.
No, I meant like
I don't know.
like
Maybe worth
you
it.
had to order a certain amount.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
to order
of money.
office or something.
You know, I mean, well, it's usually measured in dollars, though.
Yeah.
Like I could order some extra chicken sandwiches if that helps. It just he's just gonna have to deal with it. I'm just gonna order some stuff. If they actually deliver it, I'm just gonna order some stuff.
They do have some pretty good sweet tea, although Michael can't have sweet tea, can he? Is that against diabetes rules?
I think so. And oh my goodness, they can deliver tomorrow at 2:45 p.m., but not before.
Nice. Oh. What? That's still a good time, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and he just said something about breakfast being more than welcome. So let me just go back and we'll do the pickup. Let's see. Oh, it also says some restaurants do not deliver to residential areas. I don't think of things like this, and this is kind of dumb, and I'm focusing energies in maybe stupid places. Is there anything else that we should be thoughtful about that we could help out with in this point? In this situation? Or is it, or is he probably just
Michael?
or is it just overthinking it? I don't really comprehend how serious it all is or how much family he's got coming or whatever, but hearing him earlier, it really sounded like a disaster.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not very good at those things either, so.
You're ordering some Chick-fil-A for him for in the morning? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, they can't deliver it before 3, so it's got to pick it up, but 8 to 9, okay. I'll give him 8:30. He needs to get his ass out of bed. Uh, oh, wow. He could pick up something tonight. You don't need nothing tonight.
You don't want to have to heat up your breakfast.
Yeah. Hot Chick-fil-A nuggets. Where's the mayonnaise? Chilled Chick-fil-A nuggets. Are you serious? Okay, Brantley. There's no minis on this tray.
Because you're ordering it online and you're trying to order it for afternoon, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to order it for
You're ordering it
breakfast.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. It should
No,
be
they
there.
have nuggets. They don't have minis at all. They have all kind of trays full of shit, but none of
If
them are minis.
you have to call for it.
You don't have. I ordered nuggets, or I ordered minis online.
Oh, I had to call for it.
That's when I search for Chick-fil-A. One of the quick locations they come up with is a meal calculator. That is pretty bad pricing if you have to have a calculator for your meals. Are you under the breakfast section?
Breakfast section.
They don't even have the minis on the breakfast section on their main page.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm under the section called trays. Oh, wait, there is a breakfast section up there. Hey, there it is, Chick-fil-A chicken minis.
I was gonna say they're on their main site for.
Yeah,
trays.
it's the first thing under breakfast, but under trays, it doesn't exist. But under breakfast, it's called chicken mini tray.
Yeah.
Punks. Anyway,
They're too good. They gotta hide them.
that must be it. They just gotta hide them. Gosh, I should probably. You're right on the number of trays. I mean, just because I also should get a couple other things. Well, no, maybe
No, I
a
was
fruit
laughing
cup,
at what I
like
just
a fruit
posted.
cup, like a fruit cup.
Yeah,
Or
what I
two.
just posted in chat to him. You said pickup time 7 a.m. and he said 8 to 9 would be good. I said 6 a.m. it is.
Let's see. Chick-fil-A sauce. What the heck is that? No, just put some poly in there.
That's what the sauce is.
Wait, 8 ounces? That's a lot, isn't it?
It's like one of those circle tubs worth.
Yeah. Think they want anything other than poly? Probably not.
Honey mustard. That's what Johnny eats.
With a chicken mini? Okay. Alright, what's
It's just
Chick-fil-A
like a chicken
sauce? I don't
nugget.
even know what that is.
There might be people like Proctor there that takes the mini out of the nugget out of the mini.
Fucking buffalo sauce, too.
True.
Let's do it. Oh, shoot. Back to menu, back to menu, back to menu. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, just do one now. Okay, I'll do one tray of the chicken minis, I'll do a tray of something different, because there's going to be some... They may not like that, who knows.
I kind of want to get myself a pack of cigarettes for Christmas.
Dude, I didn't realize you
You're gonna
hated
do
yourself
what?
that much.
I don't think so.
Why?
That's hate, man.
Well, the vaping's just as bad, we found out.
Self-hate. It's not. How is it just as bad? Who's
Just
found
as
that
bad.
out? Who's found that
just
out?
showed off a thing of crap that you got out of your vape.
I know
His
that is a thing of
atomizer
crap
was no
that's got
good.
out of my vape, you know, and luckily I never had anything to catch all the shit that was going in my lungs from the cigarette. Oh my. It's because it was busy going in my lungs.
It's the same thing with vapes. Anything you pull out of your vape is still going in your lungs.
Well, I mean, that's fine, but the anything is like 2 chemicals and not 8,000 or 800 or whatever the hell.
You don't
And
really
there's
know how
no...
many chemicals there is.
It's supposed to be VG and PG and nicotine. That's it.
And food coloring.
And-
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but it's not regulated by anybody.
And yellow number 5, which causes cancer, but that's
Plastic crap
okay.
on anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, then call
Hell,
for
I
FDA regulation, but be damn careful about it.
I can fill all these bottles right here and make my own shop. And just start selling people juice.
Well, I know. Apparently, I was buying juice from people who did that, and that's how a lot of people did back then. But now we have giant
Yeah.
vapes.
We don't know.
Telios.
It's not like they're getting it from. We don't know who Telios is. We haven't seen their corporate headquarters.
That's true. That's true. I understand these.
It could be some guy right down the street from you. He's just making it out of his basement and just made a good web presence. And then acted like a distributor and sold giant vapes into other places.
Chicken salad sandwich tray. Cool chicken wrap. This is the opposite of a buttery honey yeast roll wrap. Or maybe something with wheat. Well, they have a fruit tray, chicken salad, coleslaw, garden salad. These are things that could help him with his big meal. Sides for his big meal, actually.
I was saying that if you want to stay safe with a Chick-Fil-A order, just get sandwiches and chicken minis. That covers most everyone. Michael's family doesn't seem like the vegetarian types.
I'm just going to give him these options real quick here.
Oh, Michael's not getting his computer till tomorrow.
And then tomorrow it's going to say delivery 26th.
Yep.
That's a Saturday. If you didn't tag it for Saturday delivery, they won't deliver it on Saturday.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna get it until Monday. Zombie Worm, he went with a pre-built computer from CyberPower. I don't know which one exactly.
What?
Probably one with
Michael did?
lights.
Yeah,
Michael?
I ordered a pre-built computer.
There's from the knockoff UPS brand?
Well, they also build computers. They're actually
I did
more
not
well
know that.
No, not
Yeah,
CyberPower, Brantley. It's it is CyberPower.
Yeah, it is CyberPower. They're actually more well known for their computer builds than their.
Is it the same
UPCs.
company?
I think so. It's spelled the same.
Well, remember that time you thought Snoop Dogg was Little Dicky's producer because of that song? I mean, it sounds good. It kind of is the point of the song, but he's not. Just saying.
What, you're saying I was wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I doubt that.
I thought we went over this already.
Yeah, we did.
Like a medium. Let's see if it's a medium rare. 7 dressing. 4 dressing. 5 to 10. Okay.
D-O-double-G.
Oh, cool chicken, cool wrap and chicken. That's what I want. Duh. Combo.
He got a laptop and a desktop, Zombie Worm. He's already got the laptop, but he decided to open that on Christmas because he wanted something under the tree. So that's been sitting under the tree wrapped up for like 2 weeks now. And he's been waiting on his desktop to get there because he was going to use that before Christmas. But now it's looking like it's not going to come until Monday after Christmas. And we've been making fun of him because he could have just ordered the parts and built the system himself, and he would have had it 2 weeks ago.
And saved a couple $100.
Yeah, and saved money.
Yes, my dear. Oh, neat. Well, hang on.
He said he also got something with water cooling. Burp.
No, we're on the show. That's okay. We're crapping around. I love you. But Hello Kitty sound system for niece. Awesome.
Be careful, they just got hacked. Don't send any registration cards in.
Oh, don't send the registration card out, though. They just got hacked or something. That's what Brantley said.
Yeah.
Just don't register the Hello Kitty device. We'll be okay. They
Like,
just said someone got hacked or something. What is it?
Hello Kitty got hacked and like 3 million of their customers' data got leaked.
But Hello Kitty, was that a company? I thought it was well, I mean, it's a character.
It's a brand.
It's a brand, so it's a full brand. I thought it was just a character.
It is, and they probably made it.
Okay, well, Brantley says that Hello Kitty is a brand and that they were hacked and that bad news, Brown. No personal data, Brown. No personal data.
Yeah, I posted the.
Okay.
There's the
It's just, well, it's past tense already. I mean, it's not.
links in chat. Well, obviously their security.
Well, I guess
is not
they
up
just
to snuff.
fixed it already. I'm sorry.
Hopefully they fixed it. According to CISPA, though, they're not liable for that, so they have no reason to fix it. Zombie Worm say he loves you too.
He's good on salad, fruit, and cookies. Dislikes coleslaw and chicken salad.
Tell him this isn't about him. This is about his family.
Yeah, that's right. I'm good on salad, so I'm good on salad.
He's listening to the show.
You listen to the show.
Michael, are you listening to us?
Do I have to keep typing this crap? Just for that, I'm ordering cookies. Diabetic.
Get like a ton of cookies, so he has to carry them all, and he can't eat any of them.
Well, they have a
They
small
have
tray and a
brownies,
large
too,
tray.
don't they?
It says,
Get them some brownies.
I'm getting
That's
some
what you
cookies.
need to get 6
Do they have
large
brownies?
trays of. Yeah,
Don't
they
they
got
have brownies?
delicious brownies. Yeah,
What?
they got like this.
They don't have. Well, they don't have trays of them.
brownies.
They don't have them in the catering section.
Oh, they got like fudge. There's fudge chocolate brownies with a walnut on them. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo doobie doo.
Caramel sauce with the fruit tray.
Yum.
Man, he's getting a fruit tray.
Is Michael the black sheep of his family, or is he like the
Yeah,
with
pretty
everybody
for
else?
the most part. I think he's the. From what I understand, he is. I may be mistaken, but
Okay. Well, as long as there's not like a house full of Michaels tomorrow.
That would be a nightmare, man.
I think there's only one Michael.
Right?
you what?
I think there's only one Michael.
There's only one.
I
Oh,
think there could only be one Michael.
Sorry for boring you, zombie worm.
punk ass. All right. Don't want no garden. I'm good on salad. I can make salad. All right, make your salad. Oh man.
Today's the 23rd. Jeez.
All right. Tray. Ooh, that looks banging. Large cinnamon. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. Uh, upset. I'm fucking pissed off. But those look phenomenal, man. Cinnamon clusters.
All right, do we want to go ahead and wrap the show up, or are we going to wait until your final order?
Oh, let's wrap her up. Unless you got something to say.
We just had Sydney Comforts join our chat.
Let's see if he has something to say. Hello. Welcome to the chat.
Zombie Worm, I would never go and get a MacBook anything. I actually just watched that Steve Jobs movie, and Steve Jobs is such an asshole. And even though everyone that knew Steve Jobs says that movie didn't relay his true self, I don't believe him. I think that was more what Steve Jobs said. And Sydney says no, he didn't have anything to say, just didn't want to miss the chats from Zombie Worm.
It's awesome. Awesome.
Zombie Worm, if I had the cash that I was going to drop on a Mac or any Apple device, I would just put it into an extremely awesome PC. There's no reason not to.
I think it may be Glenn.
It may be Glenn, or it may be Christofari in disguise. Jumped on from work, but didn't jump into our video chat.
But does Chris know Zombie Worm?
He can read them in the list of users in the IRC.
But he just joined.
Yeah, and that list is automatically updated when you
Mine,
join.
if I leave and just join, then I don't get the list of people. Then I don't get the chat list.
How many pieces of gum do you have?
What? You don't get the previous chat history, but you can see that there is one other user in there.
Oh.
For $400, Zombie Worm, I would not get any laptop. You can barely get a desktop, from what we found.
If he is
double
Zombie
that
Worm.
price- What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, he must be from the Pacific Show.
If he is Zombie Worm, he's a fan of mine.
Zombie Worm, I wouldn't go less than double that to invest in a laptop. And I would probably still add a third of that to go for a desktop.
Didn't you find a good Asus for $6 something? A laptop?
Yeah, refurbished Asus.
Oh, was it Refurb?
I'll post that again. That's what Johnny's got. She likes it.
Yeah, it looks
Works
like
well.
a good laptop.
It is a good laptop. Good specs. Johnny always finds something wrong with all of them. So what's wrong with it, Johnny?
I don't always find something wrong with everything. I just wanted to point out the flaws so that you didn't yell at me later for always breaking everything.
What's wrong with it?
Well, the hard drive kind of sounds
See?
loud.
Something's always wrong with something.
And 2 keys are crooked. That's it.
Crooked?
Yeah,
He
it's
has
just like
incredibly high standards about everything, apparently.
Did you get the refurb, or did it come with crooked keys new?
no, I got the refurb.
You can't
I,
put crooked keys on a laptop. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they
I have extremely high
probably fall off
standards
before they got crooked.
for everything, including my boyfriend.
Ooh.
Zombie
He
Worm
does
said
yell
I
at me
yell at
all
you
the
all the
time.
time.
We need to
And
start a
hashtag-
we need to start a trend, Zombie Worm. Hashtag abuse. I'm just kidding. I do not get abused at all. That's what I was supposed to say, right, Brantley?
3 through 2.
We'll talk about it later.
Just kidding. I don't get abused.
Alright, well, if no one else has anything amazingly interesting to say, we're going to wrap this week up. We're not going to be back on Thursday or Friday, so you'll have to wait until Monday. Otherwise, we do have like over. Let me get the actual count right now. I think it's over like 65 or 70 past episodes you can watch. No tech. No tech for Christmas. We actually have 69 shows that you can go back and watch right now. That's not including the What Did Foolish Do episodes, which have 8 hours of content packed into each one.
I will say that the What Did Foolish Do, if you watch the January 2015 promo for What Did Foolish Do, it's all of the best material from the first couple of shows, actually just all packed into the, and so there's really not much after that, just a lot of dead airs.
Well, actually, Zombie Worm, this will make the 70th one on that playlist, so it wasn't delivered. The first couple shows in that playlist are the Happy Foolish Fun
hour, yeah.
which
That was a good name. It was a good name, but it was short-lived because we had to realize. Well, I wanted. I had a realization, and we really wanted to make things a little more. They're foolish, but they're still about tech, you know.
Yeah.
We're just getting just crazy there first.
I think the specifically non-Pacific tech show would be good.
Thank you, Zombie Worm.
Zombie Worm really hones in on mistakes.
I know he does.
Make one mistake and you hear about it for the rest of your days.
My nickname is going to be Pacific.
Yes!
Instead of specific Johnny, it's going to be Pacific Johnny.
All right.
It's
Here's
okay,
what we've
Zombie
done.
Worm. You don't have to be sorry. We appreciate your efforts. We really
Michael is not listening, so.
Repeat it out loud for us.
Oh, sorry. His order will be ready tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Please check your confirmation email for details. So I put in the chat. I'm sorry. I got him one large chicken mini tray. That's 40 minis. And with that, I got an 8-ounce poly sauce, honey mustard, and buffalo. And then I got a large grilled chicken the grilled chicken cool wrap, and chicken salad sandwich combo tray. I just got him one of those with avocado lime, zesty apple cider vinaigrette, honey sesame, reduced fat berry balsamic, spicy, and light Italian. Oh, and fat-free honey mustard. And then I got him the small fruit tray anyway, because he's a fruity, and also because they have an 8-ounce caramel sauce with them. Caramel. I hate that word, and I hate that. I hate that actually. I don't even like that flavor, but
Rural.
it's okay. But I understand that they like that, so I put that in
Will
there.
they deliver to his rural area?
Oh
No, he's got to
gosh,
pick
stop.
He's got to pick that shit up at 8:30 a.m. But then I got him a medium cinnamon cluster tray. That's 12 clusters of the cinnamony goodness. And then I got him just some miscellaneous for those old-fashioned people. 2 sausage biscuits with cheese and egg, 2 regular buttered biscuits, and 2 bagels with cream cheese and nothing else. Just because he's diabetic, and I guess he'll probably have that.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I think I got cookies too. Did I get? Oh, I didn't get the cookies.
Oh.
Damn it. Anyway,
He's
Proctor,
he's gonna have to make 2 trips.
Proctor, you're probably going to want to know this, but that's the $170.31 charge coming over my MasterCard here in a little bit.
All right. I'll record it down on the ledger as chicken minis.
Chicken minis, $170 chicken minis.
Miscellaneous chicken parts.
Chicken parts. Well, I don't know. If we can't expense that, that's fine, I guess. But I mean, it's not
yeah, we
bad.
can most definitely expense it.
Well, that's good then. Okay. Well, I was going to say though, if it's not bad that we pay for something like that, even if we can't expense it, if we pay through the account, like
Hopefully.
I've always felt like I was scolded for that. Like you should do it out of personal accounts or something, even if it's I don't know.
I try only to make business expenses out of business accounts.
Well, yeah, but granted though, even if this wasn't business expensable, I would want the business to pay for it, meaning this is all from us, and maybe it's not technically expensable, meaning it's profit we would have to pay tax on, and that's okay. I understand that maybe complicates things in the accounting side of it, but okay.
Yeah, if it's money the business is spending as the business, then yeah, it's you would want to take that out of the business account.
Question then.
It is expensable.
But question then, actually, this is actually a kind of a serious, just dumb question, and applies not to anything else. But since we have multiple checking, or do we still have those multiple checking accounts? Don't we? What if
we shouldn't talk about our checking accounts on air?
Yeah.
Well, no. The point, every business has a checking account. It's not a big privacy issue, Bradley. The thing is what if what if one checking account was just devoted to things that weren't expensable, so it wasn't an accounting issue for you? Or is that just kind of too much work?
It still becomes an accounting issue because you have to transfer the money to that account and account for why you did that.
An account for why we did it, because we want to help our employees.
Well, that would be like a petty cash fund, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could have a petty cash fund that where you do miscellaneous things with it. And a petty cash fund doesn't have to be cash; it could be a checking account.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You could just have a petty cash checking account. Petty checking account. For all the petty things.
Just throwing random magic.
But it is an expensable expense.
Well, that's good to know.
I just hope the IRS doesn't watch to the end of this show.
Why?
then
And
we're
they
going to get
do.
audited.
We're going to get audited anyway. You know that, right?
Well, make sure there's enough in the petty cash fund for me to skip the country.
Now we really don't need them watching to the end of the show.
Now we're going to sweat the audit that we get because of what he did.
Sydney says our secret is safe with him. Thanks, Sydney.
And all the
That's why we
internets.
like our IRC chat.
Well,
Just 'cause
it's been
we trust
fun this week.
Yeah.
These day. Anything else going on? Did you just announce how many
Yeah.
downloads we had? How many D7s we giving away?
I was going to say over 1,700. I know last time I checked before I left for lunch. So
Rock on!
1,700 D7 premiums. If you haven't gotten your D7 premium, go ahead and get it now. foolishit.com/get D7. If you like it,
Yes.
get D7 too. It's way, 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 way better, and you'll get upgraded to D7X, which Nick's currently working on. So
Very, very toughly, very nose to the grindstone here. I've nose been to the grindstone so hard on this D7X that I haven't noticed things in months that have been right in front of my face. Yet still, I didn't release the first code for it, Kill 'Em All, before the holidays. And Friday, I was going to do it, and then I had a problem with the update code, and I was like, all right, after holidays. Because I looked at it for like 3 or 4 hours, and it was like one subroutine for like 3 or 4 hours. Wasn't working, so I was like, come
Michael
back
didn't have
with a
all
fresh
these personal
attitude.
issues, I would be able to get a feedback on my test build. So I think that's almost done. At least
Yeah,
almost ready for public beta testing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that earlier. I was thinking about that right before the show, actually, about public beta of Crypto Prevent, how we could get that into the situation. Sometime soon, if it was close to that, you know, as long as we're not going to wreck any systems that are going to boot and stuff.
Well, I'd like to see us test it a little bit more to be sure of that.
Yeah.
My biggest concern right now is, since I just redid the services and stuff, I'd like to test it and make sure that all the conversions and all that stuff happen quickly and correctly. And then if everything goes well with that, then I'd say we could do a public beta test of it. I don't think it's gonna crash any systems, but I don't have enough testing under my belt to say for sure. And I'd like you all to test it because I've got way too deep into knowing to what to test exactly. So
well, make sure. Well, then may I implore you? And this is the problem with Kill 'Em All and D7X code. May I implore you to focus on the update code next, and focus on the holidays right now after the show, and then when you come back, focus on the update code, because that is what's going to make the beta fixable when you know. That's why I was like, Kill 'Em All was perfect for release. I would have it out there right now if it updated properly. And it was the last thing I looked at, and I was like, oh, crap.
Zombie Worm's got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
Any tips on what to look at first when starting out in Python? And Sydney Gumpertz suggested the wiki page for python.org using their beginner's guide. Zombie Worm, I don't know if you've heard me say it before, but I really like CodeAcademy, and I'm pretty sure they have a Python base. Let me just, that's the top one on their list, actually.
Actually, I have some coding links. None of them are specific to Python. A couple of them have some Python on them. And I'll just post every last one of these in the chat.
I really like CodeAcademy because they kind of give it to you in a really nice, straightforward order. It's not going to be advanced techniques that you're going to learn, but it's definitely a good place to start. And they give you projects and walk you along through them. So I highly recommend CodeAcademy.
Oh yeah, CodeAcademy. And then I'm just going to throw these links in here, and these have been in the back of my mind or things that I've looked at before. Number one, and this is going to be in the IRC. Number one, 10 articles every programmer must read from I'mProgrammer.net. I think that's just like a dude or something in my Google feed, but sounded good. Next one's from entrepreneur.com. Actually, entrepreneur.com, and it's 12 sites that will teach you coding for free. I'm sure one of them's CodeAcademy. That's an article on that. And that kind of rung to me, and the reason why I bookmarked it and never went back and read it. But it was from entrepreneur.com. It was a post or something I picked up from something about entrepreneur software developing, and I did that. So next one is 22 useful websites to find great code. And that's coming just as soon as I remove all the where is that? I like to get all the junk out of the URL when I can. Tracking. And passing along links. Duh. Now this, I started to paste a link. One of the links that I was going to paste in there, Brantley, actually is to CodeAcademy, specifically to the Learn PHP section, because I had to do a bit of that for some server issues and some things with the.
They actually got quite a few different languages you can learn there, and like I said, they really put it forward in a good way. Yeah. And they give you points to motivate you, and you can sign up and compare against other people, so it's pretty cool.
Oh. Last link, and definitely the least, is from Lifehacker. Learn to make Windows 10 apps with this free course from Microsoft. I didn't even read the article, but I thought maybe it's worth passing on. Apps.
Yeah. I'm wondering if those are actually the Windows Universal apps.
Metro stuff, or that's what I figured it was.
The Universal apps is their new thing where you can develop one app. Yeah, it is for the Universal apps.
Where you do what?
You develop an app and it can run on Windows 10, Windows Phone, Windows Xbox.
Or anything Windows based from 10 on.
Yeah. And that one prerequisites
Universal my nuts.
With C#.
Universal my nuts. Universal doesn't require Windows or .NET framework.
Yeah.
But anyway, idiots, assholes, fuck you. Did I say that? Let's clip that from the show. That's bad. Sorry.
I'm not just going to clip that one piece.
Well, Mike, they're so...
An old tangent if you wanted me to clip
Full of crap! Full of crap! They actually have some smart people working for them. They do good things, but they're full of crap. They do bad things too, don't get me wrong.
I don't think that needs to be cut at all.
Probably
Heck, Google listens to us on our show because we complain about things and they fix them a day or two later, so...
Okay, then Microsoft, you need to start paying attention, because here we are, because we know what the deal is. We know how your shit works, and we know how people use your shit and break it, so...
They should be listening to us. If nothing else, hopefully the NSA will drop them a note when they go and collect customer data.
Well, at
Like,
least
hey,
at least I got
these
my.
guys. Check into them. At least you got what?
I was just looking at Michael's update. Now I was going to say at least I got my profanity out of the way. Yeah.
Yep.
No conniption there. Shit, fuck, damn.
All right. On
Merry
that
Christmas.
note, thank you everyone for
Merry
watching.
Christmas.
Sydney
Mhm.
Gumperts. You can go back and watch the show if you want to watch the beginning of it. We didn't really talk that much about anything. Other
No.
past shows are even better to watch, so check out the playlist.
No,
You're
today
on
was
Foolish
Christmas
Tech
show.
Show.
We're expecting no one else to work.
Yeah. So if you're on foolishtechshow.com, we got the whole playlist there. Happy holidays, Zombie Worm. Thank you very much for always being there and pointing out our mistakes. We really do appreciate it.
Some of
Definitely.
us
Harp on
appreciate
us
it,
all
he
you want.
means.
Pacific Johnny, you stay out of this. You wait until your show starts in 2 hours.
And I want to throw out there, if anyone who's used the forums and has watched is whatever, then we'll try to don't post in the general chat. We'll figure something out. We're sorry about that.
And we're always here Monday through Friday, except for tomorrow and Friday. We won't be here until Monday the 28th, so join us then at 8 a.m. We'll be starting off the week at 8 a.m. then. And otherwise,
Zombie worm, don't hold your breath.
thanks everyone, and hope you have a great holidays, and we will see you Monday.
Merry
Proctor,
Christmas.
take her
Merry
on out.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Apparently,
holidays.
you always say that happy holidays shit.